I'm John McEwan. I'm the Chief Executive of Avantage Travel Centres. Avantage Travel Centres is the largest independent travel consortia in the UK. We have a gross turnover of over £3 billion. We operate both in the leisure travel sector and also corporate travel, business travel as well. In fact, we're the only independent consortia group that actually does both. We are by far and away the largest travel retailer in the UK in aggregate size. We've got over 800 locations. Our gross turnover on leisure is about £2.5 billion. And we also have a substantial corporate travel business as well. Well, there's no question the industry's had a fairly tough time since the last quarter of 2008 with the global recession, financial crisis and so on. And yet the industry's proved to be quite resilient in that time. The market hasn't grown in the last 3 years, but nor has it declined very much. And what that tells you is that customers still need and want a holiday. You know, that's high up their wish list, if you like, and they'll forgo other things before they sacrifice their main holiday. But equally, customers have become much more discerning. They're really focused on value for money now. And that doesn't mean the cheapest, it means value for money. And also, we're now finding that with the experience that consumers have and the places that they've already visited, they're really looking for something different. They're looking for experiences rather than just 2 weeks on the beach. So I think what we're going to see is a continuation of the trend to flexibility. People want to be able to dictate the type of holiday they want rather than actually being told this is the holiday that you should have. And I think it's going to be a lot more discerning. So I think in trends, firstly, I'm very happy that we're in the holiday space, if you like, in terms of travel, as well as corporate travel, because it will continue over time to continue to grow. So that's a good place to be from an industry. But I think we've got to become much more discerning as far as customers' needs are concerned and requirements, and tailor and cater to those. It's always struck me in the industry that one of the big failings of the travel industry is that each year they go out and spend money trying to recruit customers. But historically, the industry has not done enough in actually looking after its existing customers. And I think that's where the prime focus has to be in the next few years. Take care of those customers that you already have. You know, you've already acquired them, you've nurtured them, don't let them go somewhere else. And it's also far more expensive to attract new customers. If I think about the industry, the challenges it's facing, there are a couple of things really I think that we need to have primary focus on. The first is we need to work harder collectively with the government to get them to see that actually travel and tourism is a very valuable part of the UK economy. It's there's over 100,000 jobs in the outbound travel industry alone. That's notwithstanding what happens domestically and for the inbound market. It's a major contributor of tax to the revenue. So it's an important business sector, and I think we've failed in the past to get that message through cohesively. We have started to make good progress involving organisations like ABTA, but we're not quite there yet. So I think we've got to get those messages across. The other key area for me is making sure that we have a single, uniform and simple to understand scheme of financial protection for customers. Any consumer buying holidays should be financially protected, which isn't the case today, but we're working hard to try and get there. And I think that if we can go out to consumers and say that irrespective of what happens, if you bought a holiday and something should occur, you will still be looked after. So for me, it's actually government awareness, making them see how important we are and making sure that we're not burdened by unfair taxation such as APD or regulations that actually hinder the growth of the industry. And at the same time, you know, making sure that we actually continue to grow this industry as well. And then we have the broader aspect of taking care of the planet. And this is really around sustainability. And this is making sure that when we send people to various destinations, that there's also care and attention within those destinations to protect them for the future.